All right, guys. It's time for the PTR tournament. That's right, the Pigasaurus Weekly. We've done it on the patch test, even though we do expect big changes to be announced soon. There better be, otherwise the community's gonna riot. We do have ByuN in the top right side of the map playing the Red Terran up against Clem in the bottom left. Some very close semi-finals for both of these players, but they both managed to slip through, and they're both going to be doing a no-scout build, because why would you scout? That costs money. Use your SCVs to mine, and then make more fighting things, is the philosophy of both of these players. Now, funnily enough, for some reason, we're going to keep building SCVs, Clem. I was going to say, Clem is somehow like almost a full SCV ahead of ByuN. And I got to question your opening a little bit, ByuN. What went on with your opening? Did you just forget to build a worker for a solid 10 seconds? Because Clem forgot for a few seconds, it's down to about a 7-second advantage, but still, a little bit weird in the opening stage for that to happen. Now, also notice how ByuN doesn't pull the mule off. So it died just a fraction of a second before it returned the minerals, which means he loses 25 minerals from the patch, but doesn't get the benefit. Whereas we saw Clem pulled his mule off just before that happened. And that there is the difference between being a 22-year-old virile young man and an aging, frail ByuN. Just kidding, guys. ByuN's still an absolute beast, and he normally does pull the mules off. But it is one of those things where I feel like not only pulling mules off and optimizing your workers being doubled up on patches, Clem also in the early game, I'll try to show this next game, he might not now because it is so late in the day for him. He's played 3 tournaments in a row. It's like 4, 5, 6 a.m., something like that in France. He'll often use a bit of micro to speed up his workers mining by shift-clicking his workers so that they don't decelerate. If you watch this worker I've selected, notice that it decelerates just before it returns minerals or before it arrives at the mineral patch. You can basically make it not do that with manual control. It is one of the silliest, most pedantic, I want 3 extra minerals things you can possibly do. Clem chasing down ByuN's drop. Oh, gotta get out of there. The double Cyclone beats the Cyclone Marine usually. Not always, though. The Marines do give you more things you can choose to dodge. ByuN, what are we doing? Oh my gosh, a bit slow on the pickup. Distracted by the enemy Reapers. Very sloppy on his micro there. And oh, he's gonna be, oh my gosh. But wait, he does fully damage. I mean, Clem's Cyclones are almost dead. Clem's gonna run at the very weak medevac of ByuN. He was hoping to get rid of that, and he does bully ByuN home. Now, 2 Reapers for 2 SCVs, I think is perfectly fine defense for ByuN. And we do have Matrix coming in, so a very standard follow-up for Clem. Ravens, Interference Matrix, Tanks. He's got the 3rd gas going. No quick 3rd command center for either side. And to be fair, it feels like the exact same play. It's just that ByuN forgot Interference Matrix, but it doesn't matter. If you're planning to build 3 Ravens, it's fine. As long as you start this before this Raven is about halfway done, it'll finish before the 3rd Raven's done. Repair comes up, double Cyclone moves across the map. Third command center goes down up here on the high ground. Clem's goes up a few seconds earlier. Nothing too wild. Now, I feel like Clem has become a very well-rounded player. He has such faith in his mechanics, his early game, his mid game, his late game, that he has a lot more longevity in this matchup than ByuN. They played a very fun series the other week. I cast the point of view, view of that from Clem's stream, and it was incredibly action-packed and fun. But at the end of the day, it felt like ByuN is always trying to force things to happen. And that's why, I mean, it's why I love watching ByuN and I copy his playstyle, because that's how I play StarCraft. I have a play. I'm playing Mass Marine. I want to drop you on your base, hit you on the sides, flank you, surround you, play fast, play loose. Whereas Clem will be like, oh, I can do that a little bit, but I'm never forcing it. It feels like Clem's just treading water in the matchup, seeing what he can find, whereas ByuN is like often throwing armies away wastefully, trying to force strategies to happen, trying to make them happen. And definitely, we can often see in this head-to-head matchup that Clem doesn't just try to beat ByuN in the aggression anymore. He often will say, you know what? You're just going to try to YOLO me. I can just back off. The longer this goes, I can have more tanks, have the air advantage, and be more efficient in the long term. Clem here does take 2 tank shots, but gets himself an SCV. Reaper Hellion counterattack. Oh, ByuN's going to get a little bit of damage there. Not bad, man. He's also got a double Cyclone drop in the main. Wow, so much damage. 11 workers going down. Damn, dude. He's going to unload over there. Tank's not quite in position. ByuN having a bit of a party in the back of Clem's base. The question is, can Clem's frontal push do what needs to be done? Because there are 3 Ravens ready to counteract it. Vikings intercept there. Cyclone takes out 1 SCV, make it 2, make it 3. Almost gets a 4th as well. Wow. 16 workers go down, and Clem's economic advantage says goodnight. I don't think he can force his way in, and he seems to know it. That being said, ByuN is not building Vikings. He's only building medevacs. I really think he should swap to Vikings right now, because letting Clem maintain air control could be very scary. Ooh, he doesn't use his last... Oh, he uses all 4 matrices and order turrets. Whoa. Oh my lord. Okay, let's watch that one again. Oh my, and that's why you can't push in, because he can interference matrix every single tank, guys. Oh my, what a one-sided engagement. Clem uses an anti-armor missile and a single interference matrix, but it doesn't matter, he's out-marined the stim marines, interference matrix all the tanks, and ByuN just crushes it. GG. Alright guys, ByuN in the bottom right side, but he's about to get proxied. He is. Same build as last time. 1 Rex expand, command center on the high ground, but this time, Clem has gone for a forward second barracks. So it's going to be a 2 Rex Reaper. Now I actually think ByuN's build is better if he either immediately builds a reactor or keeps building extra units after this Reaper. I think he'll go double Reaper most likely. He doesn't quite have 50 gas. So he's at 42, 46, 50... 50 minerals, and he goes for a marine actually. Okay, as long as he keeps building marines, he can be fine against this, but if he like loses his first Reaper or something like that, it's a problem. Because the command center is on the high ground, I just think this is actually a build advantage to ByuN, usually. But Clem, Reaper micro, watch yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Both players will be playing with a little bit of lag here. Here at First Korea, on an NA server, of course. Ooh. ByuN a little slow to pull back that SCV. He does not want to lose his Reaper, man. But if he can get Clem's Reaper, it's all worth. It's all worth if he can get Clem's Reaper. Clem does lose a Reaper, but he gets one in trade. I think that's okay for Clem. I'd say normally it favors the guy on 2 racks, but Hellion's already building, so I think ByuN's okay. He loses an SCV as well. I mean, I think the SCV as well, you know, this is transitionable for Clem, but oh, he's going to lose a Reaper instantly with the Hellion out. Oh, the block! The block! ByuN, I don't even know if that was on purpose or not, but the Reaper got blocked and it kind of did a little ziggy-zaggy. 3 Reapers go down. Oh my lord. I didn't realize, guys, the reason ByuN picked red today is he's rolling out the red carpet for Clem. This is a very important event. It's the gala. The gala for what, I hear you ask? Imaginary guy in Twitch chat who didn't actually ask that? Why, the grand opening of Dicktown? Because that's, let's be honest, guys, that's where Clem is right now. Clem is having a bad day versus Protoss. He's been struggling. Apparently, he's struggling against ByuN as well. What's the bet we find out tomorrow? Clem has like a fever, and for some reason, normal people when they have a fever, like, you know, sometimes you might like walk around in a bit of like a fever trance sometimes, like if you're really sick. I feel like for me, I'd probably like go and like eat some random stuff from the fridge. I'd maybe wander into another room and like mumble at someone in my house. I feel like Clem's the kind of guy who has like a really bad fever and he like gets on his computer and plays 3 back-to-back tournaments over a 24-hour period and makes it to the finals of every single one, you know? Like that does seem like something Clem would just do while semi-conscious. Like, Clem's a guy, like, I figure if he dropped acid or took mushrooms, you'd be like, what's he gonna do? Maybe he's gonna go talk to a tree for a few hours or, like, I don't know, watch the sunset. Pretty sure Clem just opens StarCraft and does, like, slightly more creative build orders while still executing them perfectly. Anyways, ByuN's gonna get the nice lock-ons. Oh, Clem! Oh my, I told you! You can't, he'd already been welcomed. He was like, no, I'm not there. You are in Dicktown. ByuN, the conductor of the train today, and he is not letting Clem get off without showing him his ticket. All right, guys. ByuN in the top right is going to try and finish it with a double proxy racks. ByuN's like, look, I'm winning. I want to win more. And honestly, I don't know if I can criticize it. Clem is looking a little sleepy, but he also looked kind of rough against Max Packs earlier today, so part of me wonders if Clem's just not feeling it today. It's going to be so funny, guys. Like, we're actually going to find out tomorrow. Like, guys, the PTR is bugged. All Terran units have 10% less attack speed on this patch or something. We're like, what? There's going to be something like that we're going to realize. We're going to be like, oh, no wonder Clem was getting mauled today. Oh, okay. But, I mean, this is the thing about Clem is, like, Clem's never going to have the aura. Oh, double Marauder? Because Clem doesn't scout. guys, there's 2 players who never scout, ByuN and Clem. And this is the sort of all-in you can only do against someone who never SCV scouts. You can't do this versus Maru, Oliveira, Cure. Those guys all SCV scout pretty regularly. But ByuN and Clem are both cut from the same cloth. There's a good chance that Reaper doesn't even go across the map and he just hangs around his own base. Like, there's a good chance he just looks around for proxies on this bottom side. There's no way you'd check up here. And I mean, this is as all-in as they come, guys. This is a disgusting all-in. I've complained a lot about ByuN trying to speedrun finals here in the biggest Pigasaurus Cup. And honestly, I think he's trying to do it again. The windsock there, guys. Waving in the wind. No SCV production, because why would you build SCVs? Just keep queuing up Marauders. And you'll probably move in with, I would imagine, this 3rd Marauder. And then we move in, right? SCVs are just following one of the Marauders. Command Center goes down. Clem has 2 Reapers. He does have a Cyclone on the way. Can Clem micro his way out of this? Now remember, guys, SCVs counter Marauders. It's kind of a joke, but it's also not. Marauders do bonus damage versus armored about double. SCVs are not armored. It takes like 5 Marauder shots to kill an SCV, which is a lot, man. It's actually a surprising amount. But if they can tag onto the Cyclone, stop it from, you know, locking on and stuff, or stop it from escaping after locking on, it could be big. Oh, he does get a volley on it, but he takes a few ticks from the Cyclone as well. Oh, that engineering bay! Dude, ByuN with the engineering bay blocking the SCVs from getting down there efficiently. 300 IQ move. Reapers on the other side of the map. SCVs are surrounding Clem. You gotta pull back. Clem trying to micro in 2 places at once. In this situation, I always get my Reapers surrounded every single time, but this is Clem. And even half asleep, half starved. Clementhy Chalamet is very good with his Reaper control. SCVs trying to fight on the ramp. The Cyclone went down, guys. He got the Cyclone with the Marauders. ByuN, the conductor of the train, and says, young man, you have not shown me your ticket. You don't belong on this train, because they were about to go past the Dicktown stop. So he just threw him bodily off the train before the doors closed. That's a 3-0. Very well played by ByuN, man. And Clem having a rough day across 3 different tournaments. Most people stop playing and take a break and go for a walk and touch some grass. For Clem, touching grass is apparently signing up for 2 more tournaments in a row and staying up till 8 a.m. in the morning. But ByuN gets a 3-0, dominates, and he deserves that win. GG, well played.